Welcome to Wednesday morning's class. Just going to adjust my microphone slightly. So Wednesday morning's class always has a similar feel. It always starts with the same short set of exercises. I believe that it's very useful for us just to get our chi moving a little bit. And even if you're on the healing journey and your body doesn't move so uh, as well as you might want it to, we still can do some very, very small versions of this exercise. So to explain what I mean, when we turn and look back over our shoulders and turn the body the whole way, you might want to just make a tiny turn. When we bend forwards and we go all the way down to the ground, you might just want to go halfway down. So just adjust these exercises to suit whatever your body is currently capable of managing. If you want to sit and just imagine yourself doing the exercises, that also works as well. And so there's a long history of that in Dr. Pang's medicineless hospital, of having people who were effectively completely immobilized on stretchers on the side of the practice ground. And so people would just lie there and listen to the people doing practice, listen to the narration of the exercises, listen to the narration of the standing. Because as you listen, you can imagine your body doing that. And then bit by bit, your body can do it. So it's about gently working our way through these ideas. Okay, so if you can do the exercises, that's great. If not, you could also just move forwards 10 minutes if you're watching on YouTube and pick up the meditation there. Okay, so we stand with our feet shoulder width apart. Our knees are gently bent. The back is nice and straight and the arms just hang down by the sides. Okay, so we're going to turn from the waist. Deep inside here, inside our belly, is where our energy field is. Exactly halfway between the top of the head and the tip of the toes, belly button, and deep inside. Okay, so we turn from here, make a gentle turn and look back over your shoulders and see how your back feels this morning. So we don't rush into the exercise. We just do it very carefully, just to see how the back feels, see what's going on for us in our spine, hips, knees, neck today. And if everything feels okay, let's just release and start to turn. So what are we going to work with today? Over the last couple of weeks, we've been using a meditation which is called the Ming Jue meditation. Teacher Wei teaches it in China quite a lot, derived from Dr. Pang's, from a part of Dr. Pang's work. So the Ming Jue meditation, as I think some of you guys have been here every week for the last 2 or 3 weeks, have experienced this idea that we work our way into a very relaxed state. We expand ourselves out into the universe. We draw back deep inside, and then we start to refine the process of the mind. We get to the stage where we're just looking for the moment before a thought arises. It's an interesting concept. We can have this suspended moment before we feel the need to express the next shoo, the next tone. We just hold for a gentle moment there, and we experience this moment that is like a wave rising, slowly building in power, until eventually it becomes a tsunami in our brain and we can no longer stop ourselves from saying shoo. But all that build up beforehand and the silence and the center of ourselves, in the center of the universe, if you like, we can feel that potential building, but nothing occurring. And so there's this lovely pregnant moment where we wait and we wait and we hold, and then eventually the tone naturally arrives. So I hope over the last couple of weeks you've been able to experience that feeling of the building, of the moment before you need to say, shoo. So this is what ancient Chinese call the mean, M-E-A-N. So mean is mathematically the average, and mathematical, the average, the numbers all added up and divided by the amount of actual numbers you had in the first place. And then that gives you what's called the mean. And so it's not the highest and it's not the lowest. It's exactly the middle of the way. And we've come across this term in Confucianism and Taoism and Buddhism of the middle path, the middle way. So this is exactly what we're looking for, is the absolute middle of our experience before anything occurs. And so the idea was that in all the sort of Chinese texts, that the ancient man, who they glorify so much, and the scholar, the sage, the wise one, before man was, I don't know, poisoned or perverted or whatever the word might be, this glorious man who would live his life in this moment of absolute stillness before everything came about. Well, I wonder, I think probably there's a part in our development as a species where we start to use fire and we start to cook meat and we start to absorb more nutrients and fats, and our brain starts to develop, and eventually our thinking brain develops. And so there must have been a time before our thinking brain was developed when we were just like the other animals, and we were just quietly in this lovely zero state where we don't mind about life and death, where we don't mind about hunger and food and cold and heat. We just carry on in our animalistic kind of way, just living, just finding, just keeping going. And then at some stage, we must have transferred into thought, where we start to think about the possibility of planning so that we don't have a lack of food. And as soon as we start to move into that phase, we move from being this simple, pure man into being someone who uses their brain, calculates, and I suppose that's the moment in time, although it's not a moment in time, it's generation after generation, gradually, the body's changing and the mind is changing. But the Chinese write about this kind of conceptual man who's perfect and not troubled by worries and fears and future and past. And this is the place where they ask us to go back to. This is the idea, is to find this middle path where we're just there in a very subtle, stable state, not too high, not too low, not too worried, not too stressed. And in fact, none of those things. Just with this beautiful potential to move through our day in a very still kind of way. Okay, so let's slow this exercise down, right down. Now let's open it up a bit, stretch out a bit further. just gently opening, just gently expanding, just slowly moving. The neck looks back over the shoulders. The spine opens up to its fullest comfortable stretch. And we let our minds dissolve down into this quiet place where we're just working with the body, just gently turning. And this is how, in traditional Qigong, we come to a lovely Qigong state. So just let the body take over, we let the mind fall quiet, and we just gently settle into our Qigong rhythm for the day. Dr. Pang has us do the 8 phrases with the song, which I'll do later, and the gentle reminders that it has of letting go and connecting and so forth. But this is a very direct experience of it. And so again, the Confucianists found that there was an awful lot of theory floating about, but it required direct experience of this moment of oneness. And so we'll get to that as well. We'll get to that moment of direct experience before Shu arises. And then the general idea with that is to find a way to settle in that space for longer and longer, to settle in that moment of complete deep calm with the potential building. And then to string all of those moments of complete calm together to form a complete day. Imagine that. And that, I think, is where enlightenment lies. Making your day more and more complete in that way, where we just find ourselves not having to say anything, not having to think anything, just reacting naturally to the life around us, moving quietly through it in the middle way. Okay, so let's slow down. As the famous Chinese writers would have it, holding fast to the mean. It's quite old-fashioned language. The mean being the center, holding fast to it. But that implies also some action, holding fast. I don't think that's quite right either, because it's inaction that really is what's required. Okay, the hands go deep into the earth. Lift up and gather a beautiful ball of qi up. Draw this gorgeous ball of qi over the crown of the head. Let's draw the qi down. Settle the qi down. Sink the qi down. Lift and gather. And gently pull. Lift and gather. And gently pull. Draw the qi down from the head, deep into the chest, deep into the belly. Release the hands and the qi flows naturally in the legs. Let's do some forward and back bends just to stretch our spine in that direction. Lift the hands gently up into the blue sky. Release the knees and hips softly forward as you gently lean back. And up, back, and up, back. Stretch up, back, up into the blue sky. Our forward bends, very nice and easy. Arms coordinated with the ears, not pressed against the ears. Bend over the nape of the neck. Gently roll into the upper back. Gently roll into the middle back. Allow yourself to sink into the lower back. Back of the neck is soft and relaxed. Just let the body hang here. Really take all the pressure off the back of the neck. So imagine your foot split into 4 pieces, and there's a line that's drawn between the tips of your toes. Gently stretch down towards that line. And then release the bend.
Imagine the next line is drawn between the roots of your toes. Gently stretch towards that line. And release. The third line is drawn between our insteps, about the middle of the foot. Stretch down. As you can see, we're getting a little bit deeper with each bend. And release. And the last line, between the heels. Stretch back towards your heels. Go as deep as you comfortably can with this last stretch. Release and relax and let the body hang. Good. So lift the tailbone up behind. Push the tailbone to the front of the body. Roll the spine up and bring up the head, the arms, the ears. Gently stretch up and gently stretch up. Blue sky, chi. Knees and hips drift forward. You softly lean back. And up. Back. Stretch up. Back. And up. Back. Hands up in the blue sky. So coordinating the arms and ears to tip over. Going into the upper back. Going into the middle back. Rolling into the lower back. Let the body hang and relax. Sink down towards the toes. And release. In line with the roots of the toes. And release. In line with the insteps. And release. Head back to the heels. Relax, release, let the body hang. Lift the tailbone up behind. Push the tailbone to the front of the body. Roll the spine up and bring up the head, arms, and ears. Stretch out, blue sky, chi. Knees and hips drift forward, you softly lean back. And up. Back. Stretch up. Back. And up. Back. Stretch up. Okay, let's try and do this with straight legs now. So you could lock your legs straight just to give an extra stretch on the back of the legs. Arms and ears go over. And move into the upper back. Then move into the middle back. And move into the lower back. Nice straight legs. Let the body hang and relax. Tummy's tucked in. Okay, so we've got the legs straight, so we may not go down as far as we did before, but that's fine. Gently stretching down toward the tip of the toes and just hold that bend for a moment and release. In line with the roots of the toes and release. In line with the insteps and release. Back toward the heels. Body hangs and relaxes. Lift the tailbone up behind. Push the tailbone to the front of the body. Roll the spine up. Head, arms, and ears come up. Stretch gently up into the blue sky. Knees and hips drift forward. You softly lean back and up. Back and up. Back and up. Back. Stretch up into the blue sky. Last time through, legs nice and straight. Arms and ears tip over. Upper back, middle back, and lower back. Body hang and relax. Tuck the tummy in. Sink softly down towards the toes and just hold that for a moment. And release. In line with the roots of our toes. Just hold for a moment. And release. Towards our insteps. And release. Back towards the heels. Good. Let the body just hang and relax here. Lift the tailbone to point out behind. Push tailbone to the front of the body. Slowly roll the spine up. Head, arms, and ears come up. Stretch up, stretch up. Stretch up, stretch up. Knees and hips drift forwards. You softly lean back and up. Back. Stretch up. Back. And up. And then last time. Back. And stretch up. Let the hands drift gently down the sides of the body.
Lift and gather. Gently pull. Gathering and pouring. Lift and gather. Gently pull. Draw down. Pour down. Sink down deep into the belly. Relax the hands. The chi pours in the legs. Very good. Okay, so side bends. Some simple side bends. Gathering the right hand up. Heading across to the left hand side. Gentle breath in. Stretching left. Breathing in. Stretching left. Gentle breath in. And stretch. Gentle breath in. And stretch. Very good. Breathe in. Lift up the right hand. Exhale. Swap the hands over. Breathe in. Lift up the left hand. And exhale. Head towards the right. Gentle breath in. And exhale. Breathe in. And exhale. Breathe in. Exhale. Breathe in. And exhale. Take a breath in. Lift the hands up. Swap the hands over. Breathe in. Stretch up. And exhale. Head across to the left. Gentle breath in. Exhale left. Breathe in. And stretch. Breathe in. And stretch. Breathe in. And stretch. Lift up with the right hand. Exhale, we swap it over. Stretch up. And exhale across to the right. Gentle breath in. Stretch. Gentle breath in. Stretch. Breathing in. And stretch. Breathing in. Stretch. Lift and gather. Bring both hands up in there. On the exhale, we let the hands slide gently down the sides. This helps to settle chi in the body as well. As the hands slowly go down, the chi moves down inside. Okay, then lift and gather. Pour the chi down through the body. Really feel like it's possible to move any imbalance, any excess of energy. Move it down inside your body. Move it deep into the belly where we can store all our energy. And then let the hands relax and the chi flows in the legs. Let's lift and gather. Gently pull. Lift and gather. And gently pull. Let's bring the hands to the belly next time. So lift and gather. And gently pull. Draw the hands down, focus them onto lower dantian, into the belly button. Hands settle there. Connect deep inside. Now, in a change to today's advertised program, I don't know why, but I would like to do this next meditation sitting down. And so I haven't asked you to prepare that, but You can stand, so there's still no problem in standing. If you want to stand, please do so. But also I feel that we could just try it in a sitting posture. And so I have a dining room chair that I'm just going to fetch and put here, which just keeps a nice straight back. But perhaps you might want to move your camera and get somewhere else, or just stay there and stand. Just give me a moment. Yeah, I don't know quite why, but we have to follow these flows. It felt like the right thing to do to try sitting down today, so perhaps you might try it as well. And if you don't fancy it, you can still stand as well. Perhaps you're already sitting. So we just bring the hands onto lower dantian. We just settle ourselves into a comfortable posture. I'll just give you a few more moments if you're catching up with me. Okay, so we use Dr. Pang's 8 phrases. Okay, so just a few notes because we have never really done much of the sitting exercises before. So the idea is that when we stand, we tuck our tailbone forwards, and that makes the lower back very straight. But counterintuitively, when you sit, you allow your belly to move forwards, and you allow the lower back to close. Nobody's ever sufficiently answered me why that's the case, why we don't want to have a completely straight lower back here by tucking the tummy back in. But I think it's just the way it is. Just have to accept that that's the case. So when we still try to keep a nice straight back, we still have our feet flat on the floor. We have the spine nice and straight, and the chin still draws back towards the spine. But the lower back we let relax, and we let the tummy relax. So it's a slightly different, you wonder why, well, maybe you don't, but I wonder why the posture of the standing doesn't transfer itself directly to the posture of the sitting. Nobody's been able to answer that for me, so I shan't worry about it. So yes, let your lower back gently move forwards, tummy gently moves forwards, have the hands on lower dantian. Draw the chin gently backwards, lift by way up. Try and keep the spine as straight as you can. So there's obviously propensity perhaps for falling asleep in a posture like this. And then if your head starts to go forwards, you nod and you wake up, but that's fine. There's a whole story about having enough chi to support meditation, because meditation seems to be a completely inactive thing, but it's not at all. It requires energy to be able to meditate, and that's why some people find it very difficult to meditate. It's because they don't have enough chi to support it. Having the hands on the belly helps to gather the chi into the lower dantian. So we're gently gathering chi into lower dantian. At the same time, we've got the best posture possible for chi to pour down from the heavens, tucked the chin back, so that gives a nice straight spine, chi pouring down, the feet nicely connected to the earth, chi gathering up into the body, the knees bent, so that allows the chi to flow much more easily in the legs. And then we can just gently lift Hoi Yin, I think. And then that's it. We're in our sitting posture, and we're ready to gather lots of extra chi in this posture too. Okay, so enough information. Let's move on to Dr. Pang's 8 phrases. To Tian Che Di Xin Song Yi Chang Hua Ji Ne Ji Shin Dong Mao Yinyambo Chi Shenju Tai Kung Zhen Yi Jiao Ti Zhou Shen Rong Rong Zhou Shen Rong Rong Zhou Shen Rong Rong. Feet connected to the earth, head connected to the heavens, whole body connected into nature. Let the whole body relax. Allow the mind to gently expand. No distracting thoughts. No difference between the inside and the outside. Cultivate this deep inner peace. Brings about a deep inner calm in the body. Quieten the mind. Allow no distracting thoughts. Scan through the body, gently looking for any blockages, any pain, any discomfort. Allow this scanning process to move out of the body, into the room around you. Feel your chi field expand. Fill the entirety of your room, your area with chi. Draw the chi back inside your body. Feel that it's possible to fill every cell in your body with this beautiful healing chi. When we open, we let go, we release, we relax. When we close, we bring this healing chi deep inside every cell. Every in and out breath sees our body open and close. Every moment is opened and closed with our universe. When we do this, we allow ourselves to connect. We connect with all the other people doing 𝐸𝐴𝐺 Qigong around the world. We connect with every class. We connect with Dr. Pang. This is how we harmonize ourselves in the chi field. This is how we become one in the chi field. You and I connected as a class. Our class connected with all the other students across the globe, millions and millions of people who do the same thing as you, connect to the same space as you. Thousands of teachers across the globe, Dr. Pang. We're all connected across time and space. So feel this chi family that supports you. Harmonize with this chi family. In this beautiful connected way. Let's begin our Ming Jue meditation. So we think about the head, we think about the brain, we think about the very center of the brain. So imagine coming in through your third eye, between your eyebrows, and going right into the center of your brain. Trace a line from the center of your brain up to Bai Hui, on top of the head, and then stretch that line up into the blue sky. Draw that line directly down from the blue sky into the center of your brain. Extend from the center of the brain forwards through your third eye out into the universe. Take a gentle breath in and draw the chi from the universe into your pineal gland, the center of the brain. And as you exhale, push up through Bai Hui out into the blue sky. As you breathe in, draw the chi down from the blue sky to the center of your brain. And as you breathe out, expand forwards, off out to the horizon. From the horizon, we breathe blue sky into the center of 𝐸𝐴𝐺 Palace. When we exhale, we go up into the blue sky above us, up into the heavens. When we inhale, we draw the chi down from the heavens into 𝐸𝐴𝐺 Palace. And then we extend from 𝐸𝐴𝐺 Palace out into the universe, through the third eye, all the way to the horizon. From the horizon, breathe chi to the center of the brain. From the center of the brain, exhale chi up into the heavens. From the heavens, we inhale chi down into the center of the brain, illuminating 𝐸𝐴𝐺 Palace. And as we exhale, we go out through the third eye off to the horizon. From the horizon, we breathe in, we gather chi deep into 𝐸𝐴𝐺 Palace. From 𝐸𝐴𝐺 Palace, we exhale up into the heavens. From the heavens, we breathe heavenly chi down into 𝐸𝐴𝐺 Palace. We exhale forwards off to the horizon. Inhale from the horizon into 𝐸𝐴 Palace in the center of the brain. Exhale from 𝐸𝐴 Palace up into the blue sky, heavens above. From the heavens we inhale blue sky chi down into 𝐸𝐴 Palace. And once more we exhale out to the horizon. Gently breathe into the center of the brain. And then softly just breathe in no direction. Let the whole body be soft and relaxed, gentle breathing. So this is called L breathing, the letter L breathing. So you can see the shape coming into the center of the brain, going up, coming from the heavens down and going forwards. So it's like the shape of a capital L. L breathing just helps us to find 𝐸𝐴 Palace, helps us to bring energy to the center of the brain, helps us to illuminate the center of the brain. So just for a moment, dwell in 𝐸𝐴 Palace. Just imagine in the center of your brain. What's it like? Is it a little glowing lamp of some sort, like a coal in a fire, just gently glowing? Or perhaps when we look into our gas boiler, we see a little blue flame, or any number of possibilities. I once had a lovely image of an old-fashioned marble that we used to play with as children, the glass ball, and in the center of it was something orange like a sunburst. Sometimes I imagine 𝐸𝐴 Palace to be like that in the center of my brain. So we're just starting to think about what 𝐸𝐴 Palace might look like at the very core of your brain. And now we actually say 𝐸𝐴 out loud. So take a gentle breath in, and we say 𝐸𝐴. Take a gentle breath in to the center of your brain. 𝐸𝐴. Into the center of the brain, breathing in. 𝐸𝐴. We'll do that about another 6 times. Gently breathing in and expanding 𝐸𝐴 in the center of our brain. Breathing in. Breathing deep into the center of the brain. relaxing the center of the head, breathing in. 𝐻𝐿𝐴 gently vibrates in the center of the head. A couple more times. Breathing in. Relaxing the center of the head. Breathing in. Relaxing our consciousness. I'd like your voice to become a little bit quieter. Say 𝐻𝐿A more quietly. Almost heading into silence. Your voice is so quiet you can hardly hear it. I'll keep saying 𝐻𝐿A, but you can now just think 𝐻𝐿A quietly in the center of your head. Observe the subtle vibration of 𝐻𝐿A as you think it in your head. Just two more. Focusing on the subtle vibration deep inside. Gently expand 𝐻𝐿A out into the universe. Allow the 𝐻𝐿A palace to gently expand out of your head Expand out into your room. Expand out into the blue sky. Expand out into the vastness of our universe. No longer just tiny you. Now, vast universal you. Allow 𝐸𝐴𝐺𝐸 Palace to expand out into the vastness of all there is. The center of your brain as the center of the universe. Your brain as the entirety of this universe. We merge into the universe. We become one with the universe. Allow yourself to merge into the vastness of it all. Now imagine that we could draw the vastness of the universe back into our brain. Start to visualize the idea of drawing the whole of the universe back deep inside the center of your head, back into 𝐸𝐴𝐺𝐸 Palace. Observe the whole of your upper dantian. Observe the whole of your head. So to be the observer of this experience, you have to gently draw yourself away so that you can have a view of the center of your head in 𝐸𝐴𝐺𝐸 Palace. Allow yourself to observe your head. Allow yourself to observe your neck. The part of you that sees can see inside your head, inside your neck, inside your shoulders, inside your arms, flow all the way to your fingertips. Experience the whole of your spine from this observer perspective, imagining how the spine cups the skull at the atlas bone. Atlas holding the whole of the universe in his hands. The same way the atlas bone is holding your head, your skull, upper dantian, 𝐸𝐴𝐺𝐸 Palace, then the spine running down. Observe your beautiful spine. From the atlas bone underneath your head, all the way down to 𝐬𝐿𝐿, the acupuncture point on the tip of your tailbone. See the whole of your beautiful spine perfect spine. We imagine the organs in our body. So just think about the upper torso with your shoulders and your chest and your ribs and breast and lungs and heart. The ribs curling round like a beautiful 𝐸𝐴𝐽. Middle torso with the stomach and intestines and liver and spleen, pancreas, and motum around the back, your beautiful kidneys. The lower part of your torso where the hips and pelvis lie. But of course we have the digestive system, urinary system, sexual system there as well. As if you can observe inside your body. Observe inside and see everything in its perfection. Observe inside your hip joints. Observe inside your tailbone. Observe inside your pelvic girdle. And then observe down into your thighs, to your knees. Fill your knees with chi. Observe inside how perfect your knees are. Observe your calves. Down to your Achilles tendon. Observe your Achilles, ankle, feet, to the tips of your toes. So from Chenji Palace, we look through the entirety of our body. We observe every cell in our body. We become the observer of everything in our physicality. Now we say the word Shu, S-H-U-U. Although in Pinyin it's an X, X-U. So we say Shu. When we say Shu, it makes our inner space finer. It refines this inner space that we have just scanned through, that we have just observed through. So take a breath in and say out loud, Shu. Breathe in. Shu. As we let Shu vibrate through the inner space, it makes it finer and finer. Breathe in. Shu. Allows us to merge better with the universe. Gently breathe in. Shu. deep in our inner space. Breathe in. Breathe in. Merge into the infinite universe. Inner space chi becomes as pure as the universal chi. Seishu. Inner space chi becomes as pure as the chi of the universe. I'll keep going. You say shu more silently now. Deep inside, the chi becomes more and more refined, more and more pure. Say shu silently. Shu. Universe chi is infinite and pure. Shu. Relax into the infinity of the universe. Shu. See yourself as total consciousness. Now we're going to try and find the moment before Shu arises. So we'll say Shu, and then we'll wait and see where the next Shu arises. Feel the moment before it needs to arrive. Gently breathe in and say Shu. Shu. Just wait for the moment to build before you say Shu. Shu. Feeling this moment gently arising, gently building. We find our way to this quiet moment before the next shu arises, and we allow the energy of this moment to flood through our bodies. We allow our body to become perfect consciousness. This perfect, powerful, still moment before shu arises allows you to send healing energy, information through the whole of your body. You can include other people in this perfect shu moment of your consciousness just by connecting with them. In this powerful, pure moment of clear consciousness, connect with your friends and family, people who might need help. Include them in your chi field. And then send. From that crystal clear moment before shu, just send good information. Try and remember this place. Try to keep this shoe state. Keep sending healing to yourself. Just a few more. Last time. Just hold this pure consciousness moment. Gently gather your hands back to your body. You can lift chi up and pour chi down, or you can just draw chi back onto your belly. Whatever you choose to do, we bring ourselves back into the center of our body. Bring ourselves back into this moment in time. Bring ourselves back into this physicality. But we don't forget how it feels to be pure consciousness. We don't forget how it feels to allow pure consciousness through our entire body. Keep this shoe state as much as you can today. Try and remind yourself of that shoe state. Okay, we'll gather chi back one more time. Just draw the hands above the head this time. So we take the hands out to the sides. We lift chi up. And we pour chi down through the body. Bringing all the focus back down to lower dantian, to the belly. Hold the hands on the belly. Hold the chi deep inside lower dantian. Circle round lower dantian 3 times, gathering qi back deep into the core of the body. And circle 3 times in the opposite direction. We settle the hands back on the lower dantian. We can still feel the echoes of this Shu state through our body. But now we bring ourselves back into our physicality. Bring ourselves back into our physical body. Feeling lower dantian qi abundant deep in the belly, we can move this qi up our spine into our brain. Fill our neck and our shoulders. Pour the qi down the spine to the tailbone. Upper torso, middle torso, lower torso, deep into our hips, into our thighs, to our knees, calves, ankles, feet. The body is abundant with qi. Blood and qi flow well through your system. All functions of the system returning to perfect working order. Think about your 𝐸 layer, this beautiful layer of qi around the body, this protective layer of qi, like a suit of armor, knights of old. This incredible protective field of energy around you. And then think about your qi body, a meter above, a meter below, left, right, front and back, this beautiful qi bubble that protects you and connects you appropriately to the outside world. See yourself as a being of light, inside these shields of energy. Every cell in your body is working well. All functions of your body returning to perfect working order. All functions of your body are healthy. All functions of your body are healthy. Put a big smile on your face. Slowly open up your eyes. Well, we should say how la I feel. So raise the hands up in the air. 1, 2, ha. 1, 2, ha. 1, 2, ha. Then we can gather the hands into our normal Hunyuan entirety hand salute. Thank you so much for being here today. Thank you for keeping me company. Really nice to see you. And we'll put this up on YouTube eventually, and we can keep practicing it. Thank you. Keep your Shu state all day.